Hey everyone, Zishan here with the Market Minute for October 2018. The stats have just been released and I'd like to take you through some fantastic numbers with regard to our GTA real estate market. Let's just jump right in. We're going to go through a sales trend. We're going to look at listings and the inventory and the supply side, break it down by months of inventory through region and type of product, and then we'll finish off with a price trend. Again, we're going to jump right into these numbers. So sales are up month over month, sales are up year over year, and for the last 5 months actually, prices have been trending upward across the GTA. In October 2018, we had 7,492 sales, and this was up again year over year. We had just over 7,000 in October 2017, and it was quite a jump from September 2018 to October 2018. So sales are moving in the right direction. Now that's across the GTA. Let's take a closer look at what's happening in Toronto and York region. In Toronto, it's the same pattern. Sales are up month over month, so September to October, and sales are also up year over year from October 2017 to October 2018. We had just over 3,000 sales in Toronto itself. I always get the question, okay, well, what about York region? How is that side of the market doing? Well, happy to say that sales are also trending upward in York region. In October 2018, we had 1,164 sales, which was up from October 2017 and way up from September 2018, which was just under 1,000 sales. So we know that sales are moving in the right direction. Sales are trending upward. How does that affect, or what's the relation in terms of listing, in terms of our supply? Well, what's interesting to note is that between September 2018 and October 2018, the amount of listings actually dropped. So in September, we had 20,089 listings available on the MLS. And in October 2018, it dropped down to about 18,926 listings. So we know that sales are going up. We know that listings have come down. And that is going to put pressure on the market. And what that does is it relates to months of inventory, right? So what we've done is we've broken this up not only by area, but we've broken it up by home type as well, because we wanted to highlight some of the polar differences in some places or in some sectors of our market. So when you look at the GTA, on the whole, it looks really great. Just a reminder, 5 months of inventory is a balanced market. Under 5 months of inventory is a seller's market. Above 5 months of inventory is a buyer's market. In the GTA, detached homes, 3.4 months, townhouses, 2 months, and condos, 1.7. But when we look a little further, we can see that there is a bit of a difference. If we look in Toronto, for example, it's still very tight. 2.6 months of inventory for detached homes, 1.6 months of inventory for townhouses, and 1.6 months for condos. And what that means for you is if you're out looking in for one of these types of products in Toronto, you are likely going to run into a bidding war or a multiple offer situation. But look at what's happening in Richmond Hill. It's interesting to see that condos are still at 2.6 months of inventory. Townhouses are at 3 months of inventory, which are still very tight. Those are good numbers if you are a seller in those markets. But detached homes in Richmond Hill, there's 7.3 months of inventory. So just to break that down even further, 700 detached homes available for sale in Richmond Hill in the month of October, and only 100 sold. This is where you'll find opportunity. If you are out and you're thinking about making that move, and you're looking to upsize, and you happen to be in Richmond Hill, this is a very good time to be shopping. 7.3 months of inventory is a buyer's market, and there are deals to be had in Richmond Hill. Take advantage of them before interest rates go up even further, and before some of the supply comes off market. So now we've kind of taken a look at sales going up. We know that months of inventory is pretty stable around the GTA, but let's see how that translates into pricing both in Toronto and in York region. So pricing for Toronto, the average price of a home that was sold in October 2018 is up to $869,870. That's up slightly from September, just last month, but it's up a fair bit from October 2017. So year over year, that number has gone up. Month to month, that number has gone up. When we look at York Region though, we can see that York Region is still lagging behind a little bit. York Region was hit harder when the Fair Housing Plan was introduced last year in April, and you can see that it's reflective in the numbers. The average price for a house in York Region for October 2018 was $917,000. In September, it was $903,000. So we can see that it's come up just a touch, but if we look at it year over year, we can see that we've come down significantly. $961,000 at this time last year was the average price, and again, we're at $917,000. So we've taken a step backwards in the big picture, but we're starting to go in the right direction again. Sales are up, prices are starting to move up, and inventory levels, depending on where you're looking, are either very tight or there's room for opportunity. I think in the next 2 months to close off the year, we're probably going to end up at about 80,000 sales. Our average is about 84,000 over the last 5 years. So down slightly, but still respectable given we've had, the last 18 months have been pretty tumultuous for us with the Ontario Fair Housing Plan, 3 interest rate hikes this year alone, and the mortgage stress test. These numbers are all very, very good. They're sound and they're solid numbers. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions or you want to look at certain neighborhoods or anything, if there's anything that's come up that you're confused about or you'd like to know more about, please feel free to leave a comment below or reach out to me via private message. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.